Didn't see you there. What's up, YouTube? This is just the introduction to the video of the initial sorting of my 85 4Runner. I'm going to warn you, the footage that lies ahead is a bit of a mess because I filmed it all, I did one thing at a time to it in probably 1 hour sessions over the course of multiple weeks because it's not my priority vehicle right now. It's probably number 3. So just bite-sized pieces, but I wanted to get it, sorted enough to drive around so I can really baseline it. But there's your warning. When I first put this thing in storage, it started right up, and I was able to start it right up while in storage. But from sitting, I guess, next time I tried to start it when I was actually bringing it home, it wouldn't start. I had to vice grip the positive battery terminal in order to get enough connection for it to start. So first thing I did was replace that and fix an obvious electrical issue. After that, since whenever it was running, it had a huge injector O-ring leak at the rear of the engine, I tackled that next with some buddies. Then I noticed that there was a wheel cylinder leak when it was still on the trailer, so I tore the drum off, but everything needs to be rebuilt, so I tossed it back on for now. Don't want to deal with that yet, and I don't have drums. So got it good enough to drive around the neighborhood, and got some heat in it, did an oil change. That's about it so far, but hope you enjoy. What's up, YouTube? Don't have much GoPro battery, so I'm just going to film a quick little project tonight, placing the battery terminals and cleaning up this on my new 85 4Runner. It has an LC Stage 2 cam, LC SDS injection. It's very cool, and I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff to it, and I'll film everything I do. So anyways, just going to do a simple terminal replacement. I'll set the camera down, remove this, toss this on, and then we'll see if it starts. Alright, there it is now. That's how it was. To drive it, I had to put vice grips on this, so that wasn't very good. But now we'll see if she works. So just put dielectric grease on that, trim that down to fresh copper, and yeah, I'll throw a battery in, and then if she starts up now, I will do something about this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this. I think I might actually do a plug like the guy had on there. Just toss this on here. Alright, we'll plug these guys in. So there you have it. Now not only does it crank every time, it doesn't delay when cranking. So I guess that fusible link connection being bad was the reason it did that. I had figured it was some automatic transmission safety thing. Make sure she still starts. And then I'll be done with part 1 of my baselining on this vehicle. Part 2 will be fixing the fuel injector leak. Part 3, the brake wheel cylinder leak. And then I can move on to more fun stuff.
It's on a shirt, for Christ's sake.
Found the culprit, probably. I'm gonna toss some O-rings on her.
Maybe.
Woo! All these O-rings were toast.
Completely melted, rotted.
Gone. Shoot. Alright, me and the homies threw some injector O-rings in her. Super easy process. Now she rips. Next up is fix the wheel cylinders. Or replace the wheel cylinders and then take her around this block. Now that she starts and runs without leaking a ton of fuel, it's ready for the next step, which is replacing the leaky wheel cylinder. Pulled the seat covers off and pleasantly surprised with the condition of the seats. No tears. Yeah, and that black is just because the seat cover was corroding. That's all just dust from the plastic. So gonna vacuum, hot water, extract those when I figure out someone who has one. And yeah, go from there. One of the bigger items on the agenda is putting this in it. That one's going in the Trekker. So I'm gonna get started on pulling this wheel off, busting the drum off, and placing the wheel cylinder. Alright, so I busted the drum off, and now I don't really feel good about just replacing the wheel cylinder. This thing probably hasn't been replaced, or these rear brakes haven't been serviced. So I'm gonna do that. I have all the parts I need except for new drums, but I will take these drums off and to the nearest place that turns drums to see if they have enough meat on them to be turned. So this video is gonna take longer than I had hoped. Well, since I'm gonna rock auto the drum parts, I threw them back on and put the wheels back on just to take this thing for a quick rip around the block. Let's see how she goes. Yeah, just a little walk around now that she's actually drivable beyond just off of the trailer. Me and some buddies fixed the fuel injector O-ring leak, and I think the brake fluid leak is minor enough to be able to rip around the block in good conscience. But other than that, this thing is great. I took out a lot of the stuff that was inside of it. It came with various parts, including a transmission to manual swap it. I need to cut out and replace this corner and this area. Hopefully a valve adjustment and oil change cleans up that ticking. The interior is very good. There's some black on that seat, but that's just from the seat cover like decaying on it. The body is otherwise good besides those quarter panel areas. Needs a good cleaning, needs bumpers, needs better tires, probably knuckle rebuilds, yada yada yada. Main thing it needs besides the manual swap, the body work, and the tires is interior. I need to clean up the floor, soundproof it, put carpet on it, and reinstall the HVAC because the HVAC is not there at the moment, along with some other stuff, radio and whatnot. Here's the money shot. So the 22RE has LCE SDS kit, which I don't know if you can hear me, but it's very cool. It's like a standalone fuel injection and ignition system. Deletes the map, deletes the distributor. Super tunable, kind of old school, but very cool. So yeah, this is just a little project introduction to the 85 4Runner. time to get out of here. Alright, just took this thing for a rip. Now I'm gonna drain the oil real quick. Hot, hot, hot. But that is the goal. That's hot. Alright, popped the filter off, made a huge mess as usual. Fresh OEM Toyota one ready to go on, already pre-lubed. We'll spin that on, close the drain plug, and then pour in the Rotella. Alright, the Eagle has landed. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this and the other projects I'm working on, which I'm going to start actually documenting soon. So, thanks.